Next, we pulled the Devil in reverse. Yep, materialism, ignorance, bondage, and hopelessness. Symbolized as feeling tied down against your will, losing your independence, maybe accepting an unwanted situation. It can also symbolize obsession. This could be you or people in your world, in your life. This card suggests that someone could be forgetting the spiritual side of things as well. Or that you could be unaware of something. In reverse, it could suggest that the truth could start to become obscured, or that someone will look the other way on something. Someone might lose hope or get a pessimistic mood about something. Some doubts might grow as well. This card lets you know that you're caught in an unhealthy and unproductive situation, or that you might be in the dark about something. In reverse, this card could also suggest that you should expect some independence or freedom, a revelation coming, some type of release or reclamation of power or control. This could be the moment when an individual becomes self-aware and breaks all of the chains that come with addiction and poor habits. Someone could be ending a codependency or feeling more in control of their love life now. Someone could also be taking more accountability in their career path or feeling empowered at the job. You could be breaking bad financial habits and feeling a little more independent financially. That might be something you can look forward to as well. This card reminds you to be prepared to make the necessary changes that might initially seem painful to make, because these adjustments will absolutely pay off in the end. Make sure that you examine your assumptions carefully and that you aren't looking from a false picture of yourself and the situation. Stand in your truth and hold fast to the highest version of who you are. These are the steps that are going to lead you to your true self in the end. Now I've got the Seven of Swords for you here, and it represents running away, hidden dishonor, and a lone wolf energy. Someone could be hiding from the truth, avoiding obligations, sneaking off, shrinking their responsibility, taking the easy way out, keeping something to themselves, deciding not to help, staying aloof, covering their tricks, maneuvering behind the scenes, being two-faced, lying or stealing, avoiding a shameful secret, and deceiving or being deceived. Someone might be hiding out right now or preferring solitude, keeping something to themselves. This card reminds you that sometimes we just have to face what has to be faced. You make things worse for yourself and others by running away. We all make wrong choices that we want to hide, but take a good look at what you're doing, because hidden dishonors will eat away at your happiness and your self-respect. Do not become an enemy to yourself. You need to show diplomacy. You might be dealing with an affair in your relationship, gossip, jealousy, or sabotage at work, and dealing with shady business deals, fraud, theft, and scams. If someone is doing this to you, you need to practice smart and strategic thinking in the face of these current challenges. Whatever this is, this card reminds you that you have the foresight, resourcefulness, and the skills needed to overcome any obstacles. Show dexterity and flexibility, and you will easily cope with this opposition and achieve your goals. The next card that came out is the Knight of Wands, and it symbolizes an adventure, a pursuit, passion, rebellion, a free spirit, a charming hero, courage, or a hot temper, and this could signify a period of charging ahead or going outside of comfort zones. It could predict brave decisions or expanding horizons. It can also indicate travel. This is a time to embrace spontaneity and fearlessness. Try some new activities and break free from your typical routine. This card could symbolize someone in your life that's avoiding deep or serious matters or being presumptuous. But whatever this is, it won't last long. There's a lot of movement here. The Knight of Wands is someone who makes things happen. And yeah, the last card that I pulled in this reading is the Hanged Man, or in this deck it's called the Hanged One, and it represents reversal, letting go, sacrifice, and suspension. Someone could be having an emotional release, accepting what is, ending a struggle, giving up control, being vulnerable and surrendering to experience, changing their mind, seeing things from a new angle, overturning old priorities, pausing to reflect, waiting for the best opportunity, taking time to just be, feeling outside of time and living in the moment, giving up for a higher cause, putting self-interests aside or putting others first. Someone could be renouncing a claim or being a martyr. This card reminds us that we can move forward while standing still. The best approach to a problem is not always the most obvious. When we want to force our will on someone, that is when we should release. When we want to have our own way, that is when we should sacrifice. When we most want to act, that's when we should wait. The irony is that by making these contradictory moves, we find what we are looking for. You could be waiting on something right now, or maybe have a lack of direction. Quite possibly a period of trials has come into your life. It may be time to learn some lessons. You're going through a transition period. You're realizing that you're stuck halfway between the old and the new. You might need to make a sacrifice for love. Love interests cannot be pushed at this time. You could be facing some uncertainty about your career, and so you're thinking of the next steps. You may be getting a change in perspective about your finances. This card is mainly associated with waiting and suspension. It suggests that waiting might be the thing that you need to do in order to achieve success, or to wait for the right opportunity. Love and light.